Hey guys, NXC Ontario Outdoorsman here. We've got a wet spring day here up at my turkey hunt spot. This was a similar kind of area to same area, just a different spot to where I was last year. And I'm not gonna hunt tonight given the weather. I'm gonna wait for it to clear up, likely tomorrow. But I'm just gonna right now driving up the dirt road here, looking for any turkey tracks. I did that last year and I found a couple. And then when I was out here deer hunting earlier, back in December, November, there was turkeys all right on like this hill, just a little further down it that way. We saw a bunch. We saw some down at the bottom of the hill, and then we saw some up at where my old deer stands were here and down there. And when we asked about a couple of friends who were up here if the turkeys were about, they said that they've seen a few. So I'm gonna hopefully it doesn't rain tomorrow. If it does, I'm gonna have to wait till Sunday or tomorrow night. But just figured I'd spend my evening driving up to the top of here, just keeping my eyes open, looking for turkey tracks, and then if I did find anything, I'll come up here tomorrow. If not, I'll either still come up here, or I'll hunt down at the bottom of the hill where the turkeys might be, So, without further ado, let's go. My dad must have more common sense than I do, because he opted to stay back at the camp for a little bit, just wait till things dry up. He's probably going to be out hunting with me tonight. I got still quite a bit of time till tonight's hunt, so I'm just going to go out for an afternoon, a couple hours, and then I'm going to come back, and me and him will head out tonight and look for turkeys, likely in the same spot, but if not, we're going to hunt further down the hill. Alright, well, got a little bit of a drive up to the top of the hill, so I'll get on with that. Alright, so I made it up to my turkey spot. I'm going to walk down this road a little bit till I get to one of my old deer stands. And then it's hard to see, but it kind of goes down like that, like quite a bit up to the next hill. So I'm just going to hunt that whole area. If not, I'm just going to walk out. I might hunt at a different spot tonight with my dad, but for right now, I'm just going to basically walk out and walk on down that road and start calling. I'm gonna use this little crow call. Makes a lot of noise, but hopefully they're on about. They gotta get out at some point, and the sun's starting to warm up the whole place. So maybe they're gonna start moving now. So best of luck. I'm at one of my deer hunting stands right now, and those moose tracks must have been way fresher than I thought, because all this, I can all smell moose. There's her fur right there. She was sitting under here, I guess. It looked like a cow track, so I'm guessing it was. But it smells like very strong moose. Like with moose, they have such a strong scent that they sit in one spot for an hour. You can smell it. And so usually this hair is not even all that wet. A little bit, not much. Must have got up a couple hours ago and left. Would have been cool to see. Damn. Alright, so what my plan is, just giving you ideas I got here. It's all kind of like a bit of a valley there, so I'm going to just either go down there or I'm going to stay up here, one or the other. I'm likely going to go down a little bit and just call from up here for a minute, see if it travels a bit. If not, I might go down in there a little bit and then spend a little bit of time in there. for the best. So an update, I did go down the hill. It's way back there now. I haven't heard or found birds, but I did find the an old logging road. Or maybe it was a logging road, no. That's how a lot of these roads start, and then sometimes just kind of get left and overgrown. So I know it leads back to the main road at some point. I might either take it back to the main road, or I'll just go a ways and then turn around and come back. And one or the other. It's been quiet for birds this afternoon. I don't know if I'll hunt here this evening or if I'll hunt the other side of the road. Alright. Quick update. I've been moving. I finished my big roundabout hike, my tree stand that I started off at was just down there. Just figured I'd walk up an extra 100, 200 yards. Not one sound from a turkey. That's alright, at least I know where the birds might not be. So now, I'm not sure if I'll keep hunting until evening or if I'll just go back down and wait for the evening. So I think I'll do a little bit more, either on the other side of the road or maybe further down by the bottom of the hill, either or. So I'll just kind of tell you when I got my mind made up and when I get there. Alright, well, I'm gonna head back to my bike. So it's just on my way up to the turkey spot, and I was going down the dirt road, and I got caught off guard by a bunch of them that were sitting right here. And what happened was, they ran off into the bush a little further up the road, so I grabbed my gun, a shotgun, and I ran off. I had nothing but my shotgun, and one of the turkey called that was around my neck, and at first they were gobbling a little bit but then they kind of I guess they were starting to realize that something was up, so they started running off. So I shot at one once I got to the tree line here, and he ran off, and the other two were gone, so I just went looking for, I basically, after I shot him, I ran after him, and I caught up with him. I had to give him a kill shot, but here he is here. My first ever turkey. Man, look at that. He's a little short beard. Here, Dad, you take the camera for a bit.
Yeah. Well, let's have a look at this.
I even shot him. A second.
Yeah, it's all wet. It's been raining all morning here, so. But yeah.
I even shot him with my grandfather's old over/under 12 gauge.
Yeah.
This is my
Grandpa would be
lucky
pretty
turkey
proud
gun.
of you, bud.
Yeah. This is my lucky turkey gun. Let's get a picture with this guy. Yeah. Look. Here, I'll try and. Here, wait. Now, pause it. It's Sunday evening of our weekend hunt. I'm up on this Maple Ridge a little bit down the road from where I shot my turkey yesterday. Dad's back up on the hill. Try to see what the hill is basically that ways. I'm a little bit further, like I said, I'm a little further down the road this time. We saw some turkeys while I was deer hunting here, just by the road. They were running up the hill, on this hill. And because there's turkeys around in the area, I figured there's definitely a chance they might be up here. Plus, it's a really good spot. I find turkeys like the maple woods. There's a plane out there if anybody's wondering what all the noise is. So I am gonna just mainly hunt out this area. This ridge is pretty big. It starts to thin out once you walk a little further through. I've been up here when I was deer hunting there a little while ago. It thins out, so I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna hunt up this spot. Maybe I'll even find those two other toms that were with the one I shot yesterday, if they're not already completely gone. Yeah. I'm gonna grab my bag and I'm gonna start hunting. There's a pair of porcupines literally right in front of me. They're walking right by. Here they come. They're walking right by me. Look at this. I'm gonna try to steer clear out of the way. I don't really want to get pricked by them. Just let them walk by. Look at that. Oh, shit. He's puffing out I'm gonna start walking. Oh. Alright, whoa, buddy, I'm leaving. Don't worry. I better start moving. He's climbing up the tree there. That's awesome. I never see porcupines that often. They just walked right up on me. I just saw them moving around for a second. I didn't know what it was. Alright, I'm gonna head out and just kind of get around them. I don't want to bother them too much. That was cool though. That was pretty cool. Alright, so I just hiked. I've been climbing up that dirt road for 25-30 minutes now. Just figured I'd show you all the view. That's the lake where our camp is down there. I'm up on this beautiful old maple ridge that drops down. And there's over there, looks kind of old, but looks like what I'm guessing is a turkey scratching up the leaves, pawing up the leaves with his foot. So I'm gonna hunt up here for the rest of the night. If I don't get turkey, I'm more than happy with that. I got one this year. Plus, I did this beautiful hike, which is always pretty enjoyable. So, I think I'll just kind of continue around, just calling, listening, looking, you know. Up here, it's kind of hard to see a turkey, so you kind of just have to more rely on calling them. So, I'll continue with that. There's a partridge drumming. I've heard him for most of the walk up. He's like way down there now. I can still hear him. Just boom, 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 boom. Alright, so I just got here. It's the early morning. I'm sitting here for that Tom. I sent out a little teeny, just somewhere with a decoy out there. It's hard to see him. I'm hoping that Tom is still here. If he is, he's likely either there up in that bush. He's somewhere in there. He's still roosting. So I might give it probably a good half an hour before it lights up, and then I'll start calling. Alright, so what happened was, I was sitting here, I sat up in the morning, and I could hear him, like I hear him go, a lot of ravens around, but I'll try to explain. And him going, and I thought that was just any bird. I thought it might have been a raven or two up in the tree. So I decide to, so I sit, and then all of a sudden I hear him gobbling. He's in that tree, right there, he's up in there. He's right up in there. Right next to me, that's where I'm sitting, that's where he was. I didn't even know it when I walked in, because I walked in behind. And I just sat up here and I walked out and set the turkey's decoy up, and I came back. So then he, just a handful of minutes ago, he flew all the way down the tree line. He hid in there for a little bit. But then he walked out because he could see my decoy. It's right here now. He could see it on the tree line, so he came out fast. he was wandering out and about. Just right out there, he was strutting a little bit. He started, but then he kind of like picked his head up. So I knew that was my shot, so I took it. Oh my goodness. They are beautiful birds. Look at them. And these are the biggest type of turkey there is, the eastern turkeys. He's a little soaked, but that don't matter. He is beautiful. Look at the beard on him. I'd say he's probably 2 years old. I'm not sure. And he's got one thing to tell about how when a Tom gets older is he gets these big spurs. When it's a Jake, it's just a little bump on the bottom of his foot. Oh my. They are beautiful, beautiful birds. They're the coolest thing on the planet. It was so loud. Like, I don't know if you've ever been near a turkey, like right near a turkey when it gobbles, but it's like almost ear piercing. It's loud. And he was right there. It took me by total surprise, and then all of a sudden I hear him. And I just caught the tail end of him flying, and he landed way off in the tree line. And then about a couple minutes later, he started walking out. And I think that's just because he saw my decoy out there, and he thought it was another bird out in the field. And he just wandered right out to it. Oh my goodness. That was cool. I have spent probably, I think this is my 3rd year turkey hunting. I filmed last year. I didn't film the year before because I just didn't have a camera back then. And of those times, I've only had like one real close encounter with a turkey. And now, I've got 2 in the same season. I filled both. Alright, I'm back at the house. I got my turkey right here. I'm back at the house, and I got my turkey right here. He's really cool. One thing I noticed when I first saw him the other day was that 2 of his tail feathers are missing. They're both just kind of snapped off. It's hard to see. I'll bring it out into the light later. I'll take him up to my backyard and get a picture of him. Let me just stick him for a minute. But this is this is by far one of the coolest turkey hunting years I've ever had. I've never really actually gotten close to turkeys before. Like, a lot of times they're just very distant gobbling. And then this year I got a lot of, and this guy, when I hunted him in the evening, I didn't really get any footage of him, but he was gobbling and he was strutting, and it was really cool to see. It's always really it's a lot more fun, in my opinion, and more interesting than sitting over a deer bait. These things, you're interacting with them, you're calling them back and forth, and it's you're just trying to see if you can convince them to come close enough to you. This guy, as soon as he saw when he hit this guy, like I said, as soon as he hit the tree line, he turned and saw my decoy. He came back out. This is one, like I said, this is the most successful year by far. This is the first year I've ever got a turkey. And then not only that, to get 2 of them is insane. I'm really glad that I could hunt with my dad earlier this year. He had a bit of a prior commitment and was unable to hunt with me this morning. So I was able, also I just don't think I think that might have been a bit of a stretch being able to get him up at 5 a.m. But I'm really glad how this year turned out. And even if I didn't get a turkey, which has happened to me before, it would have still not been a big problem. Like, I really, just even getting out and being out in the bush is always just something of my enjoyment. So thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys another day.